Welcome to the Jill on Money Show. It's Wednesday, October 4th, and even when I am abroad, and God willing, I will have landed by the time you listen to this, we still continue to churn out the content that you love, and we are very responsive to all of your suggestions and your comments. Mark does a good job of only giving me the good ones. You do keep that to yourself, I'm pretty sure, but thank you for that. Unless it's like a factual error, I'm happy to always correct. So, you guys can be my fact checkers anytime. If you've got a financial question, all you need to do is go to our website. It's jillonmoney.com. Click the Contact Us button and let us know if you would be willing to come on the air live. If you're shy, it's okay. Just send us the note and we'll do email episodes, and we do that from time to time. So we're going to do some while I'm away just to plow through this stuff. Okay, so it's October 4th. The government's open, and hopefully you're all repaying your student loans. And I've written a lot about that. I've been on the air a lot about that. And so we did get a bunch of questions about student loans. So this is from Dolly, who says, thanks for your column. My 25-year-old niece, who has the loans, lives with me, and we have been planning for this reality for some time now. She is all set with the SAVE plan, and her monthly payment amount is $300. Okay, here we go. More questions. She has borrowed from both institutions and through Pell Grants, and I'm not sure of the breakdown. The total is no more than $25,000. I don't know the details of her plans. Maybe she should be the one writing to you, ... But she's making decent money right now, very few expenses. I always thought it was better to pay more on loans than need be to knock down the principal. Should she do the same for these student loans for as long as she can afford to? Yes, seems the obvious answer, but with her low interest rate, maybe she should just pay the minimum. All right, let me answer that question. I think that it really does depend on the interest rate. Most of the loans, if they're in the last few years, are 5 or 6%. That's a high enough rate that would mean that you should really try to, or she should really try to accelerate those debt payments. Okay. And then Dolly continues, she goes, on a different note, we enjoy reading and discussing your column. Now, the niece has a 401k employer match going. She started a Schwab retirement account. I feel confident she's on the right track and don't want to hinder her financial progress. She may eventually get her master's degree. She has no plans as of right now. All right. So I think we got Dolly's question answered. Again, just make sure you understand what the interest rate is on every loan. And if it's well above what you kind of would look at as your after-tax income from high interest savings accounts, I would just go ahead and do it. I'm not interested in paying down, say, a 2% loan right now, but if, again, 4, 5, 6, I would go ahead and pay that down for sure. Okay, next. This is from Kevin. Oh boy, subject Mark. Mark's favorite thing, paying down your daughter's student loan. Okay. Now I see what you mean, Mark. Kevin writes, how do you suggest that we help our daughter pay on her $115,000 Grad PLUS loan that is restarting? I guess I would say go into the time machine and never let her do that. But okay. Oh, Mark, this next statement hurts me. As a film studies student who is struggling to find employment in the industry, we already paid for her undergraduate education while she was in school. We now feel compelled as retirees to pay her graduate loan either monthly or using our investment savings. Oh, my God. Okay. Should we pay monthly, $1,000 a month, lump sum upfront and then monthly, or take $115,000 out of our annuity, it's with Ameriprise, or wipe out our bank savings? Okay. Kevin, I need to know more about you. Here's what my number one reaction was, don't do this. First of all, I don't know how much money you have, but $1,000 a month is a lot of money. If you have that free cash flow, I guess that's fine. I would not do anything lump sum. I certainly wouldn't take money out of an annuity, which would cause a tax hit to you guys. And don't wipe out your bank savings. But can you really afford this $1,000 a month? That seems to me like a pretty hefty amount. I'm wondering if there if they have pensions. I don't know why I get the sense like, oh, there's an annuity. Maybe they were teachers, maybe not. Maybe you were a doctor married to a nurse or a nurse married to a doctor, whatever. I need to know more about your situation, Kevin, but I am uncomfortable with the idea that you would be wiping out savings or pulling money out of the annuity. I get it, but I don't know if you can really afford this either. I would love Kevin to come on the air with us and we could coach Kevin through having a conversation with his daughter. But, listen, folks, if these people are going out and getting graduate degrees, it is incumbent upon you to truly focus them on the downside scenario, not just the upside. I have a very dear friend whose daughter is in a writing program that's gobs of money. It's dumb money at a fancy school. And I went on the record. I said, want to tell you, I think this is a bad idea. Guess what? My advice was ignored. Maybe your advice would be ignored. But I also think that if you set the parameters going in and you say, we're not going to be able to help you. If you choose this path, we cannot help you. Maybe they can, though, Mark. I'm just going to say. All right. This is from Pamela. Hi, Jill and Mark. You're the best part of my daily diet. Aw, that's so nice. I've listened to you for years and I've recommended you to friends across generations. I'm wondering if you could help me out. My father passed away last November and I'm the trustee for my mother's trust and the family trust. All told, it is $5 million. I'm not pleased with our financial advisor, who is, what's an AWMA? Accredited Wealth Management Advisor. It's not exactly a CFP. Just saying. Anyway, all right. So let's see who this person is. So the accounts are in Janney, like Janney Montgomery Scott, all stocks. I'd like to move some of the money, especially my dad's, into index funds. My mom's, I will have to consider very large capital gains. How can I move the money out of Janney? Where should I put it? How should I invest? Thank you. Feeling confused in North Carolina. Well, Pam, I don't know. Do you want to do it yourself? Because I know that this is a trust and you hopefully have some expertise or at least experience doing this. So that's number one. The other thing you could do is actually interview some certified financial planners, or you could just go to a robo and put some of the money into index funds through a robo advisor and see what you get. You could literally open up an account right now and go to like Vanguard or Schwab or Fidelity and get a robo and some advice. I'd love to know more about you and your feelings around managing this money, because I think that is kind of the critical part. And also, if you're managing it for others in terms of your family, we don't want to invite a problem. If just in case, something went wrong, I don't want them to look at you and point their fingers or even, sue you. So get back in touch with us. All right. This is from Julia. Hi, Jill and Mark. I would love to set up my 11 and 13-year-olds to learn about saving and investing. I've come upon apps that allow kids to invest and learn as they go with parental approval, as well as take on a debit card. Any apps that you recommend? Mark, I think that Fidelity actually has a plan, which is kind of helps you guide your kids through investing. That's what I would do. I don't know an app specifically, but I think I wouldn't do it on an app necessarily. I might do it on a desktop just so they don't, I don't know. I'm not sure I want to get them in the habit of checking their phone all the time for this stuff, but that's just me. I don't know what other apps there would be.
Yeah, all the apps that I can think of, those are more along the lines of helping people create and stick to a budget. Like You Need a Budget or Mint or something like that.
Check out Fidelity. They have really good, robust education stuff there. All right. This is from Terry, not our Terry, by the way.
Every time we get an email from a Terry, especially if it's spelled the way she spells it, I always look at the email and see if it's her.
I know, but it's not her, even though the subject is very aligned with who she is. Is consolidation safe? Hi, Jill and Mark. I often hear you advise people who have multiple accounts scattered all over the place to consolidate. I see the wisdom in simplifying where one's accounts are, but should I be at all worried if the amount held at any single place exceeds SIPC limits? Securities Industry Protection Corporation. Thank you for the great work both of you do in educating us about our finances. Mark, what do you think? Are you worried about blowing through the SIPC limit? So SIPC is like FDIC insurance. It basically protects some portion of your account, up to $500,000, against the holding company's viability. So if the company goes broke, kind of like what happens? This is not an issue that we have worried about since the great financial crisis, but, that was a good wake-up call. Do you have any feelings around that, Mark?
No, it's not something I worry about. Maybe I'm just a little too, I don't know, naive. I don't know, but no, it doesn't keep me up at night. I never really think about it.
I don't either. And I wouldn't worry about it. I don't think of all the things to worry about, some of these companies going broke is not one of them. If you really want to be safest, you would kind of be with a company that doesn't do, a lot of trading for itself. Like, if you're thinking about that, like, where were you in trouble in the financial crisis? Well, we were in trouble when it turned out to be a company that was trading for itself and executing customer orders also. But, Fidelity, Vanguard, and T. Rowe Price don't do that. And they don't have an investment banking arm. So I guess I would stick to those biggies. Maybe Schwab too. Okay. I think that's it. That's the program. It's so great to talk to you here from Italy. It's been fantastic. All right. I'm not in Italy. I'm still in New York. If you've got a financial question, just give us a holler. Go to JillOnMoney.com, click the Contact Us button. Let us know if you would be willing to come on the air live. Don't forget, while you're on the website, sign up for the free weekly newsletter, buy the book, The Great Money Reset, and you can subscribe to Jill on Money Live. That's where you have access to quarterly live webinars and more bonus content, all for $35 for the next 12 months. You better hurry up. You got 3 more months and then Mark's jacking the rate on you. So be careful. It's coming. Okie dokie. Also, I'm asking you for a lot today. Leave us a rating and review wherever you listen. Lift someone up. Change your work, change your wealth, change your life. Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll talk to you tomorrow.